Hi there, welcome to Neppy Invest. In this quick take Appendix 4C video, I am going to be discussing a company called Beam Communications. This is an interesting company for numerous reasons. Valuation is one reason. Also what they do, they design, develop and manufacture and distribute satellite, cellular and dual mode equipment, applications and services. Their flagship product is called ZOLEO, which is something they produce in a joint venture with this Canadian company. It's a satellite communicator. So it's an accessory that can use in conjunction with your phone. So you can communicate with anyone, no matter where you are in the world. So you could be on the top of the mountain and you could talk to your loved ones on the bottom of the mountain, that sort of thing. So if you get lost in the jungle, in the Amazon, you can tell the rescuers exactly where you are if you have this product. It's gaining traction. That's one attractive thing about this product. There are a few competitors, but it does seem like this product has advantages over those competitors. So before we talk about their Appendix 4C for the March quarter, just a few facts in regards to Beam Communications. The ticker code for Beam is BCC, not Brisbane City Council. This is completely different. And I do actually get not mixed up. Sometimes I see BCC around Brisbane. I just think of Beam Communications. It's naturally enough. I am an investor, and whenever I see three letters together, I think of ticker codes on the ASX. Market cap, $15 million. I mentioned one of the attractive things about this company is the valuation. It is fairly low, which does suggest the market is not interested, and that sometimes can be an advantage we have as private investors. We can hop aboard these companies that the market hasn't quite discovered yet, and this is one example. Revenue, trailing 12 months, $16 million, and they are operational cash flow positive. So another positive thing about this company, price to sales ratio 0.9. If you are interested about what you hear, go to the website, have a look at some of their presentations. They did recently release one, or have a look at their Appendix 4C that they released on the 22nd of April. So now let's have a look at their Appendix 4C for the March quarter. When we look at the Appendix 4C and the cash flows from operating activities, nothing to be too concerned here. So receipts from customers for the March quarter were $4.7 million, and the 9 months to date were at $13.7 million, and they were operational cash flow positive for the quarter by only $64,000. So if the one negative thing you could say about Beam was they weren't that highly operational cash flow positive. So $64,000 doesn't seem much, but at least it's positive, at least it's not negative. And for the 9 months to date, they were operational cash flow positive by $276,000, and that was helped by government grants and tax incentives due to COVID-19, which ran to $449,000. So they have a market cap of $15 million, and they also have $4.5 million of cash on hand. So in fact, it's even cheaper than $15 million. Another reason why this company is attractive to me at this point in time. However, the market is not interested, and you'll be able to see that when we look at the charts in 2 slides from here. But before we get there, why don't we look at the receipts from customers trend and see if the trend is up. When we look at the receipts history for Beam, this is the one negative thing about this company. There is no upwards trend, well, no noticeable upwards trend through the history, or this history of their receipts. So it goes back all the way to July 2013. And probably the worst thing is that first quarter in July 2013 was their best quarter in regards to receipts at $5.4 million. We saw receipts really pull back in 2016 and 17, all the way down to $2 million. However, even though it doesn't look like there's much of a trend, if we sort of discard the first about 4 or 5 years and just focus on the last 3 years, we do see a bit of a trend in receipts over the last 3 years. In fact, the receipts have been growing at a compound quarterly growth rate of 6.5% in the last 3 years. So there is a bit of a trend, upwards trend during the last 3 years. So that's one positive thing here. I would prefer to see some receipts, or the receipts get above 5 million, and hopefully as ZOLEO gains even more traction, it becomes more popular out there, we will start to see receipts get above 5 million, get above 6 million, and the company can become more operational cash flow positive, and then the market might get interested in this company. Onto the charts for Beam, and this is the 3-year weekly chart. If we go back to 2018, very liquidly traded. So even though I've been saying not a lot of interest in Beam at the moment in regards to the market, back then the market was even less interested, if that's at all possible. However, the market has become a little bit more interested in the last few years, particularly in the last year. However, that's not really translating to the share price. It is trading between a channel, so trading between about 35 cents and 15 cents. If you can buy around 15 cents, that would be good value, and then sell once the share price gets above 35 cents. Right now, the share price is sort of in between that range, so 25 cents or so. We did see the share price rally on the back of a presentation the company released. So nothing to get too excited when you look at the weekly chart. Does that change, however, when you look at the daily chart? Not really. So this is the 6-month daily chart, and again, nothing to get excited. And back in December and January, the share price did get towards 40 cents, but every time it got above that 35-cent level, the share price then fell back quite quickly. And then around February, the share price moved into a downtrend, and we've been in that downtrend ever since. And we did see a little bit of a rally when they released a presentation. The share price went from about 22 cents to about 25 cents. So that's about a 10 to 15% rise on that presentation. But the share price just moved to the 50-day moving average, which tends to be a good resistance level. So my eyes are just to see if the share price can move above that moving average. Not a lot of volume with that share price rally. So that's another negative thing. So at this point in time, staying clear of Beam, but I do have this company on my radar, and if we do get good financial news in regards to, say they release the June quarter Appendix 4C, and they are highly operational cash flow positive, that could put a trigger under the share price of Beam. But up until then, just keeping an eye on the company, waiting for a shift in sentiment, waiting for a change in the momentum of the share price. And up until then, I'll stay clear. That is all I've got for this quick take Appendix 4C video for Beam. If you have any questions, comments, leave it in the comment section. I'll respond ASAP. Otherwise, I am not a financial advisor, so if you do need financial advice, make sure you seek out someone who is qualified and can speak to your own financial needs. That's all for this video. Have a good day. Bye.